ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Capri Social Network. So, there is a recent post on TikTok of a black single mother who goes on to TikTok to ask if no one wants to date single mothers, then why do single mothers used to have boyfriends? And talking about, on top of that, how statistics you can't go by statistics based upon how single mothers aren't the most sought after in the dating market. With that being said, here's the clip. After that clip, I'm going to give my 2 cents some more on this topic.
Nobody wants to date single moms. How we all got boyfriends? Somebody is lying on this app because I will have my daughter in my arms and I will have somebody come ask me out. And I'll just be like, oh, well, like, I got a kid, right? And they're like, all right, cool. What kind of snacks you like? So somebody is lying. I need all the men that say that men don't want single moms to come forward because y'all lying.
See, and let me enlarge this again. Okay, a lot of you that are single, I like to call you unwed mothers as well, have boyfriends, true enough, but those so-called quote unquote boyfriends really aren't your boyfriends. See, ladies, and I'm referring to specifically all my unwed black single mothers. Most guys used to have an ulterior motive. It's similar to how this sister just mentioned how guys may happen to ask when meeting an unwed mother what kind of toys or some other kind of question your kid may like. His ulterior motive is just to be able to win over with the kid, just so he could be able to eventually win over your favor as well. And when it all comes down to it, so he could be able to have his way with you, if you know what I mean, or if you want me to elaborate more, so he could be able to have sex with you, because it's a well-known fact that you're already not a virgin. It's very obvious and a well-known fact. Otherwise, you wouldn't have kids or be an unwed slash single mother. And not all cases, but some cases, some of you single mothers slash unwed mothers are some of the most promiscuous, some of the most freakiest groups of women out there. I mean, how many of you guys can relate to dating a woman that happened to be a single mother? Some of you guys with kids at that. And soon as you may happen to talk to her good over the phone or either through social media, because a lot of us don't like to really talk on the phone like that anymore. When we get ready to become serious with someone, due to social media, how a lot of people like to slip into each other's DMs. Excuse me, because I'm a little bit under the weather anyway. But there has been so many instances when guys would may meet an unwed slash single mother, get to talking with her, and then as soon as they may get to talking, within a few minutes, DMing each other, in a few instances talking with each other over the phone after meeting each other out in public, because there are still a few women that still like to meet guys face to face and vice versa. Some guys who prefer meeting women face to face, cold approaching some women. However, it's not as common nowadays due to the popularity and prevalence of social media. But soon as you may talk guys to the single mother over the phone or through social media, how many times have you known her to do sexual talk? And while talking on the phone to one, her kids being right there in her presence while doing so. I'm telling you, some of these women that are unwed mothers are freaks, straight up freaks. in the streets and in the bed. And what I mean by in the streets is due to how so many of them like to have kids, not just by one man now. Those days are almost gone, whereas they used to have their kids by one man back in the days, back the traditional women at that, especially when it came to our grandmothers and our great grandmothers. Now these women may have as many as 5 kids by 3 to 4 different men. In some instances, 5 different men, and are proud of it, and are usually, in most cases, the main ones that are most promiscuous, the main ones that like to have all kinds of freaky and wild sex, and in some instances, while their kids are usually in the house. Because how many of you have known there to be stories of kids, fellas, when they will say some kids are smart and they are easy to pick up on things, when they would tell the mother or either the grandmother or the grandfather of how they may have heard their mother having all kinds of sex, kinds of wild sex with guys that would not even be their dad, just a random or strange guy that their mother may used to bring home. It may come a case whereas the kid may have been in their room trying to do homework, and while trying to focus and do homework, they would hear their mother screaming, having a lot of orgasms while having a strange man in the home and while in their presence. And this just goes to show you still, I don't care how this sister was trying to justify how so many single mothers still have boyfriends and calling that as her way, considering that as her way to justify how single mothers are still some of the most sought after women. Yeah, when it all comes to recreational use, so to speak, yeah, a lot of you are the most sought after, because in some instances, and I will not quit stressing it, you are some of the most freakiest and promiscuous groups of women to be with, especially you, once again, when so many kids by so many different men. And if I'm lying, then you are free, excuse me, because I just had to burp. If I'm lying, though, you could debate me all you want to right down below in the comment section. I don't care how offended you may get. A lot of you may happen to have boyfriends, but how many times have you noticed how so many women, when out of wedlock kids, to be in a relationship with the guy, only for the guy to, within a 6 month to 1 year time frame, to want to end up marrying her? And one reason why it hardly ever happens, the guy hardly ever proposes to a woman of that nature, especially a guy without kids of his own, is due to the simple fact that he doesn't want to have to be dealing with the drama that it comes with having to deal. In other words, with the kids from another man's drama, and by the likes or from a guy by the likes of a Ray Ray, a Nuk Nuk. If you know what I mean, I could go on and on. A Ray Ray, a Nuk Nuk, a Dirty D Rodney, Pookie as well. Anyways, I'm going to end this video because I already have said a mouthful, and you already know what to do. A lot of my long-term followers, and on behalf of my brand new followers, I call you my newbies as well. Make sure you click that like button to show me how much you may have liked this video and agree with my feedback. Also, when you do smash that like button, and I'm sorry for stumbling across my words, make sure you pick to be notified of all my upcoming videos and content. Make sure you share this video so this video could become more viral. Make sure you also comment on it. Last but not least, subscribe to the channel. Until next time, you guys have a good day.